Best way to stay hydrated? Drink water every time you hear me say the word lantern, honestly. Hey my little angels, and welcome back to another video, you guys. Happy Chinese New Year, or should I say Hoppy Chinese New Year Lua event has been released this past afternoon, which is about midnight, January 25th, Francis time. It is going to end February the 16th. The event squad worked on this event with Indexinal having coded and developed it. As all Lua events, you have between 5 to 75, I think it's been bumped up to 150 players, for the Lua event to play in that room every 40 to 45 minutes. My tip would be to make a list tracking the rooms and to farm the event in the Brazil Portuguese server, as it tends to have more rooms you can hop between if you wish to complete this whole event of 24 event rounds in about 2.5 hours. I took 3 hours, including meals and doing other stuff. That being said, there is honestly no need to farm this event. You can totally casually play it when you compare this event to the prior one, which took over 200 event rounds. That was crazy to grind. This event is too relaxing. You have nearly 3 minutes for each event round. I love the vibe and hope to have more like it in the future. The music is so calm and soothing, don't you think? It's playing in the background. The background as well is really pretty. I love it, and that cute bunny too. The size of the map and item are nice. It is not crowded and is nice and spacey, but not too big. This is a very beginner-friendly Lua event too, and very easy to access with minimum wall jumping, as one side can help you get up with water for most of it, and you don't have to wall jump that then. Let's hop right into this event, which only has 3 basic parts: collecting materials, building the lantern, drawing or writing Chinese works on the lantern, and finally, placing the lantern in its location. You have to do this 24 times, and you can easily do each set in one map. You cannot do more than one in a map because you are limited by the number of items you can collect, only one set each round, so make sure to always go collect all the materials first, which is 7 of them, and then if you're running out of time, you can just assemble the lanterns later and catch up. Mirko is the NPC from whom you can trade your shells for consumables and your tickets for dragon chests. We did recently have that chest last year though, so many of you guys possibly have its few prizes. Anyhow, for this event, be sure to first go over to that cute bunny named Truffle and press your down arrow key. That's how you will interact with the NPC characters in this event. Hello! Welcome to the Chinese New Year's Festival! I need your help to adorn the village properly for the festival. We need to make a bunch of lamps. Hop around all over the village to find what materials we need. If you feel like you need more time to do the event map, just start moving to the left as that dialog box pops up so you save some time. Go gather all 7 materials, which will be located differently for everyone and in a different place each map. Best way to save time, I would suggest going clockwise. Let the water carry you up, stop by the base of that tree, then move on up and over the pink treetops if you have materials to get from up there. I would also suggest you to keep your screen zoomed out so you can get an idea of where all your items are, so you can get there in one path instead of having to go back and get some, wasting more time. Then either from the tops or from the long trunk of the tree, jump on over to the right building side and make your way down, stopping by the small middle one if you have materials to get on there. And finally, end up at Truffle, who will have moved to this spot once you spoke to her at the start. Else you waste your time, go down over, talk to Truffle, and then run back over to the right at Truffle's new location. Duck on Truffle to open these options. You need to first craft the lamp, aka lantern. It will show you the total number of materials you have gathered. So click it and then just start clicking those first 5 items from the left: rope, wood planks, scissors, glue, and paper. Then click the lantern it made in the center. It will save your lantern in case time does run out at this point. Now click draw on lamp. If you did as I said, you will already have the supplies for this part too, so you do not need to go run around looking for them. Click on those next 3 items: paint, paintbrush, and the lantern you just made. Now you basically have to play connect the dots to create this lantern. People were getting confused on this part. It is actually pretty simple once you know what to do, so that's where I come in. Click on each of the start of the lines. Imagine them to be the dots, because this is just showing you the way the lines will look once they're joined. It doesn't have to be super accurate, but you could be pretty close. So always click on number 1 first, then 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on as it shows. Sometimes the dots or the start of the line may be hidden in a priorly made line, so do pay attention to where the numbers are and do it in the order it tells you. If you make a mistake, you are given the option to undo the trace, but do not do it after you've already pressed the spacebar, else it will mess you up. Trust me on that. Once you finish the given ones, press the spacebar. Do not click finish drawing, as it will say that you are wrong and make you try again. In case your time runs out, do not worry, your materials are saved and you can try again later. It happened to me the first couple of times when I was trying to figure out this event. The next few maps, I would always do the same process I'm telling you and always start with the materials. Well, I would hang my lanterns if they were in my path too, because if you use my tips, you will have time left at the end, and maybe you can craft 2 or 3 lanterns after collecting the materials that map turn, or draw on 2 of them to catch up. Okay, so you click on the points and press spacebar, then it gives you more points to click on, then you press spacebar again once you're done with that. You keep doing this till the whole word is formed. In case you cannot read Chinese, you will know you are done when you press spacebar and no new numbers or lines show up. This is when you press done. This is the year of the rabbit, my year. I am super excited about this. There are various other messages Truffle says as you progress. I'll read them out at the end. If you have time, feel free to go to the start of the wire or line, whatever you want to call it, where you see a box. This is where you must place the lantern. You can do so by pressing the spacebar on it. If you cannot make it, no worries. It will usually be in your path as you pick up other materials in the future. After the first 7, it was harder as I had to jump up to the wire line above it. So I let the drawn lanterns accumulate, and later when I had the time, I started stringing them all out together, and it saved a lot of time too. The number calculation of the adventure calendar was way off, so I got the prize earlier for one of them. You need to craft 24 lanterns to get the badge. You get 10 tickets when you have completed 24 lantern drawings. And finally, you get the title Happy New Year when you place 24 lanterns in their locations. That is the same order seen in the adventure points. Craft 24 lanterns, draw on 24 lanterns, and place 24 lanterns. When placing my 4th lantern, I got 5 green paintbrushes, and when placing my 8th lantern, I got 5 red paintbrushes. Apparently, you're supposed to get 5 paintbrushes of any color every 4 lanterns placed, with a limit of 10 total paintbrushes every 24 hours. If you really want, you can make and finish everything and just place 8 lanterns every day to get those paintbrushes then. At the top left, it tells you how many map rounds you played. In the top right, it tells you how many materials you have collected. As you can see in mine, I never made 31 lanterns or even play over 24 map rounds. It didn't count properly, the materials, as I was checking, and it kept saying I collected less materials than I actually did, and would jump up 1 or 2 event maps, maybe to compensate with the materials, not sure. But yes, you do need to collect a minimum of 168 materials in total, 24 of each of the 7 different kinds. Now that we are done with all that, you have completed the event. I'm sure in the rush, you were also not able to fully appreciate the text said by Truffle, so let's give the person who wrote these out for this character some love. Before I do so, I just wanted to let you know that at this point, when I go back on the event map after finishing the event, I cannot collect any more materials and thus will not be able to keep playing, but I can certainly enjoy the lovely artwork and calm music. I love it. Now let's go on into the actual messages. Chinese zodiac assigns animals and their attributes each year on a 12-year cycle. Firecrackers are super loud and they have a really short fuse. I wouldn't make them mad if I were you. When fireworks go boom, there are beautiful lights in the sky in all kinds of different shapes. Tang suit brings good fortune and best wishes. It represents happiness and longevity. Lion dance is commonly performed during the new year to bring good luck and drive away evil spirits. Spring Festival is the biggest celebration. I'm not sure if there was anything else, it just cut off there. Lanterns light up the night sky. They bring good fortune and help you move on from the past. Jade Rabbit made it all the way to the moon. It doesn't matter where you are, if you look up to it, it will help you remember the ethics of righteousness and self-sacrifice. Couplet is two complementary poetic lines adhering to certain rules. It is often written on red paper or carved on wooden uprights for appreciation. Lunar New Year's Eve is the most important evening of the year. People are excited when it comes around. Ancestor worship is the act of celebrating those who are no longer with us. Many people build shrines in their homes to honor those who have passed, and even bring gifts to these altars. Paper cut is a big pain. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, you're gonna feel it. Zodiacs change every year. They are a different animal each year. Zodiacs repeat every 12 years, but they change their element each year as well. Hot pots help to cook the delicious food you're all going to eat during the dinner feast. It's actually gotten quite popular here too. Dragons are so cool. They have been in every fairy tale you can imagine. The Lantern Festival is absolutely gorgeous. Thousands of lanterns light up the sky at night and help us move on from the past and focus on the present and future. Seasons can be hot, can be cold, can be unpleasant, and bring out your allergies. They change so often that sometimes you forget what they are supposed to be at that time. Not sure what this means, but okay. I love when festivals happen. People love festivals and they love celebrating. Whenever they come around, everyone gets so excited and so happy. Oh, I totally agree. It gives you something to look forward to in a monotonous year. Imagine if everyone celebrated each other's festivals to a lot. Your whole year would be filled with a bunch of different festivals then. That covers most of them, I believe, and they are now saved in the archives for years to come. Have an amazing day, and wishing you, your friends, your family, whomever, the very best for the new year ahead in life. Bye! QTAngel out. As always, peace!